Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. West Ham guys, at home at Old Trafford guys. Wow, what a win it was, what a result. Massive 3 points after a very tight and tactical game against West Ham. We had to throw everything at it in the last 10 minutes of the game, and that's what you do. You roll the dice, change formation, you go for it, you get a late goal out of it. That's what it's all about. Traditional Man United way. Fergie time winner. West Ham will feel hard done by, but that's football. All in all, puts us fourth after that, and it feels so great. Take that, West Ham. But yes guys, let's get straight into today's video. So we made one change from the last game against Brentford, talking about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Dalot, Varane, Maguire, Tellez, McTominay, Fred, Greenwood, Fernandes, Elanga and Ronaldo. Getting into the overall reaction now. Late Rashford strikes, stuns West Ham and puts Man United fourth. Yes, get in. What a win, what a result. Massive 3 points. Man United have done the double on West Ham. Take that, David Moyes. Marcus Rashford, you beauty. We got lucky, that winning feeling, we fight to the end, we showed character. It was all down to that last attack. Damn, it feels amazing. That win was massive for top four. We weren't convincing, but we got the job done. We lacked in creativity, take our chance. We needed a moment from somewhere. Ronaldo coming deep far too often, no presence up front. It was frustrating to watch far too many times. Players were shooting from 30 yards away. We controlled and dominated the game. We gave away possession in silly areas, passing was sloppy, we lacked in the final pass, we lacked in quality in the final third. We just needed that cutting edge from somewhere. West Ham played with a low block. West Ham defensively frustrated United. No tempo, no intensity, no energy. De Gea didn't need to do anything. The defence was fantastic. Ralf changed the formation with 10 minutes to go. We know we can do better than this. The game management was good, decision making was okay. First half good, second half okay. Overall lacklustre performance. Win done, 3 points done and a clean sheet done. Yes guys, let's just get straight to today's video. What did I make of the performance? Overall, as a perspective, I think it was a lacklustre performance by the players. I think it was a very frustrating game to watch. I thought from the get-go you could see that we controlled and dominated the game. I think we showed spells of energy in us as well, but in times we were very slow, passive, took our time. But at the same time, it was just a very lacklustre performance by the players. We've gotten away with these performances of late. Too many performances like this as well. We cannot perform like this when you go up against Liverpool and Man City, because they'll just annihilate you. That's what happened early in the season, where they beat us 5-0 and 2-0. And these performances have got to stop. We do get away with them a lot because it depends on the other opponent's game plan. What West Ham were trying to do was come to Old Trafford, play with a low block, stick to it, defensively frustrate United, and let's walk away with a point. We'll be happy with a point and let's see what happens. At the end of the day, it was a very lacklustre performance by the players. The passing was sloppy. We gave away possession in silly areas. But I thought we controlled and dominated the game. West Ham did have spells in the game, but they were dreadful themselves. But it was very frustrating to watch as that game just went on. There was just no improvement. We just needed a moment from somewhere, and we had to be patient, take our chance. We had to be clinical as well, which we were. We just lacked in creativity for the whole game. We're just not convincing from the get-go. We got the job done. When you get the job done, it feels good, obviously, because you've got the win and the clean sheet and you've got the 3 points. At the end of the day, it's a massive win, yes, but we have to be better. We have to be better. We know we're better than this. Massive win for top four as well. It feels amazing as well. We fight to the end and we got lucky. Feels great, definitely for sure. Anyway, getting into the game now, I thought the first half had kicked off. I thought United, we controlled that first half, definitely for sure. Just think, I thought we showed spells of where we're on the front foot, them under pressure. It was one of those games where both teams were working each other out, trying to sort of, where can we expose you? What side can we expose you on? United tried everything. We tried exposing the right side, the left side, obviously trying to get players into forward areas as well, seeing what we could really exploit and what we could really expose. But I think it was a very cagey game from both teams. I don't think it was an end-to-end game. I think it was all Man United in the whole game, but I thought we controlled and dominated the game. I think just both teams couldn't find the way through each other. I think we defended really well, they defended really well. At the same time, I thought we were the better side. We were going for it more. We did want it more than them as well. And I think where this comes into West Ham fans is, I think West Ham will be disappointed with that performance. No shot on goal, no shot on target. You'll be disappointed with that. Yes, if you come to Old Trafford, play with a low block, defensively frustrate us, but you should be disappointed with that performance, because you've not had a shot on target for the whole game. your players did not want it more than us. You would be disappointed walking out that stadium saying, how did we not come away with a point? And don't say that you deserve those 3 points because you didn't do fuck all in that game. De Gea never got tested in that game whatsoever. At the end of the day, who was the team that wanted it more? Who was the team that was probably more on the front foot? It was probably us. At the same time, I thought the first half was okay. I think we lacked in creativity. Like I just said then, for the whole game we lacked in creativity. There was just no creativity in the game whatsoever. I think we could have tested Areola more, definitely for sure. And change of goalkeeper for them. I think there was only one change for them. So we knew that we can test Areola for sure. And obviously last time people were probably thinking, oh God, Areola's back in goal. Maybe they could sneak a 1-0 win, West Ham. But in games like this, cagey game, could go either way. Any team's going to win 1-0, and it went our way. We're lucky to get that win as well. But first off was not. It was okay. I think we showed energy in spells. We're on the front foot. Tried to work them out. Tried to, get the goal ahead. But we tried, but we couldn't find anything. I think obviously there was a few first half spells where it was a great vision by Bruno, got a cross into Ronaldo. Ronaldo just couldn't get on the end of it. I think that could have been an opportunity to take it to 1-0. Delot couldn't get across. Delot crossed the ball but couldn't find Elanga at back post. And obviously Ronaldo had a penalty shout as well. Should it have been a penalty as well? But yeah, first half was just, not good whatsoever. Lacked in creativity. Second half, it was the same. I think more or less it was the same. Lacked in creativity. We're trying to find a moment from somewhere. Both teams are trying to work each other out. I think West Ham were trying a little bit more hard. I think West Ham were trying a little bit more harder in that second half because I don't think they did anything that first half, West Ham. But they tried a little bit more harder in that second half, West Ham. Again, they were trying to work us out. We were trying to work them out. Both teams defended well. And then yet again, Rice made a mistake. Fred should have scored to make it maybe 1-0 or 2-0 in fact. And then obviously this is probably West Ham's best opportunity to take the lead as well. Souček header from a corner from Cresswell. And then obviously the roll of the dice with 10 minutes to go. And I think this is brilliant. Any other manager would do this anyway. Any top manager would do this anyway. And Ralf did this anyway with the last 10 minutes of the game. When you're still 0-0, you're looking for a goal, and any top manager would do this. They'd change the formation, they'd take a risk, and in the last attack, Rashford scores, and it's brilliant. Cue the scenes, fantastic, and it's heartbreak for West Ham. And any top manager would do that. They bring on the substitutions. They say, go and make an impact, go and change the game. We changed the formation, we took a risk. It's the last roll of the dice in the last attack. And Rashford scores to make it 1-0 and wins it for Man United to take us into the top four. First time since October as well. So damn, it feels good. But we've got to be better than this. We know we're better than this. And but yeah, a game that we got really let off yet again. And lucky to walk away with the 3 points and the win and a clean sheet. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. It's football, and I think West Ham fans should be disappointed with that. Didn't have a go whatsoever. I think they were more threatening in that Carabao Cup game than that game. So West Ham should be disappointed, and it's not good enough by them. But yeah, at the end of the day, a win is a win. We take it. Overall, it was a lacklustre performance by the players, but the first half we controlled and dominated. We lacked the quality in the final third and lacked the final pass. It was a very frustrating night, but I guess we got the job done. Oh yeah, we got the job done, obviously, got the 3 points and a win, but it was a very frustrating night. The most thing that was infuriating to watch and frustrating to watch was players taking a bloody shot from 30 yards away. And I mean, I'm sorry, but this has to stop. We did this against West Ham in the Carabao Cup game, and we were taking bloody shots from 30 yards away. Take the extra pass. What are you doing shooting from 30 yards away? You're trying to find a goal, you're trying to get a goal, you're trying to score a goal, and you're shooting 30 yards away from goal. Stop that crap, take the extra pass. And somebody in the backroom and staff needs to say, stop shooting from 30 yards away, take the extra pass. What are you doing? look up, have a look who's in space, pass the ball, take the extra pass. When you take the extra pass, it could lead up to a goal. Never mind trying to score worldies or anything like that. Take the extra pass. It's not illegal or anything. Take the extra pass. It's simple coaching instructions. Take the extra pass. From 30 yards away, stop trying to score screamers. They're not going to happen. Take the extra pass. Very frustrating, right? But I guess we did get the job done in the end. But at the end of the day, it was very frustrating to watch our players in the last 15 minutes of that game shooting from 30 yards away. And then when they realised this is the last attack to get something out of the game, they took the extra pass. It's just bloody unbelievable from these players. Ronaldo passes it to Cavani. Cavani, with the experienced player, squares it and scores. So it's all about take the extra pass. It's not illegal to take the extra pass. Take the pass. It's not that hard. Take the extra pass. If you take the extra pass, it could lead up to a goal, and you score a goal. What happened? We won the bloody game. It was 1-0. We won. We got the 3 points. Take the extra pass. I'm just very frustrated by these players where we're shooting 30 yards away and we're not taking the extra pass. It's bloody legal. It's not illegal. Take the extra pass. I mean, lacklustre performance all round, but we got lucky yet again. Look, and we got let off, and we can't be getting let off by these performances. We get let off them and we get lucky because the opponent is not good enough. We have to be better than this. We know we're better than this as well. At the end of the day, good win. 3 points, we're 4th now. We just got to win our respective games now. Let's go for this top 4. That was a massive win and massive 3 points for getting top 4. That was a truly down to who wanted it more. We're now 4th after that win against West Ham. It's top 4 on the cards, definitely. And if you look at the teams around us for getting top 4, you look at the likes of West Ham, Tottenham, Arsenal and Man United. Who's the likely team to get that top 4? West Ham are a great side, got lots of quality, got a great manager, but I think they'll fizzle out, West Ham. I think Arsenal simply just don't have the depth in the team anymore. Lost their best player now in the transfer window. I think Tottenham slightly coming back. They've got loads of games in hand as well, but they're going to definitely go on a bit of a dip on form as well. Every team's not perfect, so they'll definitely go on a poor run of form. I think the one team that you look at and say, oh yeah, potentially they've got a good chance of getting top 4, it's Man United. And I think, like I just said then, win our respective games. I think if we beat Arsenal and Tottenham now in the home and away fixture, at home to Tottenham, away to Arsenal, win those 2 games, I think we've got that top 4. And then we've obviously got to play Chelsea, City and Liverpool again. Whatever happens in those games, I think we can still get top 4. Win the games that you have to win, the likes of your Brightons, your Southamptons, your Norwiches, your Leicesters, your Watfords. Win all those, you should be fine of getting top 4. And then if you can try get maybe a massive win out of Liverpool, Man City, it'll definitely get you top 4. Win your respective games against the lesser teams, win the big games as well. And when you win the big games and when you win the lesser teams, you've got half a chance of getting top 4. Well, that's what we've got to do from now to the end of the season. Beat the lesser teams, and then when we go into these big games, we're the right mindset, the right mentality. We know we've got half a chance of winning. Take it game by game now. Don't be just getting ahead of yourselves after one great game. You've got to take it one game at a time in football, and you have to go with the right mindset and the right mentality in every single game. It's all about win the game, and you have to treat it as an FA Cup final. The more we can play like this, the more we will get the points, win our respective games, and the points will come in our way, and we have to just make sure we turn up and perform well for the full 90 minutes. And you never know what can happen in this top 4 race. Tottenham could drop points, Arsenal could drop points, Chelsea could drop points, and you never know at the end of the day. Football, a weird sport. Anything could happen in this top 4 race. Top 4 is definitely on the cards. We just have to believe in ourselves and trust ourselves that we can get top 4 this season, definitely for sure. Here is my man of the match. A few players in there, I think De Gea had nothing to do. I thought I'd just give him an average 5 because he had nothing to do. Delay was a fantastic player in that game, so was Varane. I thought the 2 centre-backs were brilliant. Maguire was brilliant as well. Thought Tellez had an okay game. Thought McTominay was good. Fred was alright. Thought Elanga was alright in the game. Fernandes was good. Greenwood was okay. Ronaldo at times was like the invisible man. I think the player I'm going to give this to, I'm going to give this Varane. He was fantastic in that game. Absolutely brilliant. I think the 2 centre-backs were brilliant. Maguire and Varane. They were brilliant, but I'm going to give this Varane. I thought he was fantastic in that game for sure. How do we beat Burnley? Now, obviously, we've got Burnley in our next fixture now. Burnley, obviously, suffering this season. 1 win, I think it's 8 losses and 9 draws. Yeah, not good for Burnley at the minute. Burnley suffering this season. 20th, rock bottom. Before they come into this game, Burnley have got to play Watford. They're in a massive relegation scrap there with Watford. I think win, lose or draw. I think Burnley will not have the confidence going into that game, whatever the result is. I think if they win, they'll definitely have the confidence. They'll have a bit of a bounce as well. Going away to Burnley, I think it's going to be a difficult encounter. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think Burnley away is never easy. We only just scraped it last season as well. But this game won't be easy because Burnley is going to be at their stadium. Fans will be right behind them all the way as well. Fans will definitely sustain the game as long as they can. Be patient as well. So Burnley are definitely going to be, they know that every game that comes now for Burnley, they have to fight for every single point they've got in the tank. I think that break's probably needed Burnley as well to really say, right, well, if we really want to get out of this relegation zone, we've been in this position before, we need to start winning games now. I think that's a message to our players to say, wake up and smell the coffee in this game, because this is a game that you don't want to take lightly, because Burnley will definitely want to try get something out of it. They're going to be fighting for their lives in this game as well, but they're going to be fighting for points now as well. You know, they're very direct, very physical. They like to play the long ball as well. Well drilled as a team. They pull you out of position, push you around. Very technical. Don't show desire to close down, and they like to cross the ball into the box as well. So the defence has got to be ready. But you know, Ralf knows what he's expecting from Burnley, because he knows that the teams that are below us, you know, they are going to be giving us a game. So we have to go with the right mentality and the right mindset going into this game against Burnley. We know it's not going to be easy against Burnley as well, so we have to be up for this, and it's not an easy task, but I think definitely, you know, we need to get the better of them, and you know, we have to make sure we have to prepare well for a game like this. It's never easy against Burnley, but we're ready for the challenge. You know, away to Burnley, it's not easy, but we will give them a game, and but all I'm just saying is the message to these players is, don't take this game lightly, because they will give us a game for sure. But what we've got to do is we've got to watch for the ball. We've got to watch for the ball in from behind. We must defend properly. We've got to be organised. We've got to get the crosses into the box. The passing needs to be quick. 1-2 sharp. We need to be quick on the break. Create the spaces. Attack the spaces. Drag them out of position. Stretch them out. If they play with a deep line, attack them. Don't give them any confidence or momentum in this game whatsoever. Capitalise on their mistakes. They tend to make a lot of mistakes as well. Don't afford to make mistakes as well. Capitalise on ours. We've got to capitalise on our set pieces as well. Set pieces could come into play in this game as well. We've got to defend properly on set pieces as well. Don't allow them any space. Don't afford to make mistakes. Creativity is a must. We need a quick and bright start. Getting an early goal would be crucial in a game like this as well. Got to be aggressive, got to be ruthless, make the runs in from behind, play with a high intensity, high tempo, play with energy and purpose, get between the lines, make the right runs in the right channels, pick out the right pass, got to create the chances, take our chances, be clinical, be explosive on the break. The quality in the final third needs to be there. We've got to control and dominate the game. Don't underestimate Burnley as well. Fullbacks have got to be effective, decision making will be key, game management will be key. Don't leave any spaces or gaps open. We need to be tight and compact. Defensively frustrate Burnley. We need to have the desire to close them down. Got to be strong, committed, play with a higher line, don't be lazy, don't make mistakes in silly areas, play with heart, fight, passion, pride, commitment, determination and desire, show character and team spirit. We've got to be switched on at all times. We need to be focused and stay concentrated, commit men into the box, don't be afraid to make a tackle, be brave, take risks. Don't give the ball away cheaply, and the midfield needs to close them down. Getting into the goal now, first goal. Byron lost the ball. Tellez wins the ball back. Tellez boots the ball up. Frederick headed it onto Ronaldo. Ronaldo passed the ball to Martial. Martial lays it off to Cavani. Cavani squares it to Rashford, and Rashford taps it in for 1-0. Getting to the stats now, possession from Man United, it was 56.9%, and for West Ham it was 43.1%. Goals for Man United, it was 1, and for West Ham it was 0. Total shots for Man United, it was 18, and for West Ham it was 6. Shots on target for Man United, it was 3, for West Ham it was 1. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 16.7%, and for West Ham it was 16.7%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 13, and for West Ham it was 5. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 12, and for West Ham it was 1. Total passes for Man United, it was 548 passes, and for West Ham it was 413 passes. Pass accuracy for Man United, it was 82.7%, for West Ham it was 74.6%. Getting to the substitutions now, Elanga went off for Rashford. Talk about Anthony's performance. had difficult halves in previous appearances, and this was another in a quiet first half, and his match was bound to end early. It did. Fred went off for Cavani. Talk about Fred's performance. The pros and cons were visible, and he ought to have done better with his shot that Alfonso Areola palmed away. Came off. Greenwood went off for Martial. Talk about Mason's performance. Often went for a goal when he should have passed or crossed. Showed selflessness by tracking back once another under par performance. Next up we've got Burnley. Burnley are 20th in the table. Before they got to go into this game, they've got to play Watford, so they're in a massive relegation scrap there. I think win, lose or draw against Middlesbrough for us. I think if we win that simple down, I think we'll have the confidence going into this one. I think win, lose or draw for Burnley. Burnley will definitely be up for a game like this against Man United. You know, they're at home in front of their own fans. Their fans will get behind their team. We know this game against Burnley is not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be tough. It's never easy when you go to Turf Moor as well. They are going to, give us a game. They're going to be fighting for their lives now. They're going to be fighting for points now. That break's come at the right time for Burnley, so they'll want to recharge and go again. They've already made a signing as well. I think we're expecting something from Burnley here in this game. They're definitely going to be given a game for sure. It's never easy against Burnley. When we play them away, we only scraped it last time, 1-0 away at their place. It's not going to be easy against Burnley. They'll definitely give us a game, but I think in a game like this against Burnley away from home, it's all about getting that crucial first goal. Is going to be massive for sure to show up their fans. I think in a game like this, we want to start quick, get on the front foot, be aggressive, be ruthless, get in between the lines, make the runs in from behind. We just want to be ruthless on this team. We're going to be aggressive in our play as well. We're expecting a good game against Burnley here. Burnley will be fighting for their lives. They're going to be fighting for points now. They want to get out the relegation zone. They want to stay up next season. I expect that sort of team from Burnley at home as well. So they're not going to be that team now where they're going to slack off and say, do what you've got to do. But I think Burnley now, they know that they've got to start taking risks, and they're going to have to start putting the bodies on the line now. They are going to be fighting for points. They are going to be fighting for their lives now. Burnley, great side. Got a good manager in Sean Dyche as well. I think we've got a tough game here against Burnley. Never easy, but I think our players are ready for a game like this. I think we just have to be mentally prepared for this game. We've got to prepare well, physically as well for this game. We're going to have to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality as well. And we have to make sure we perform for a full 90 minutes, and we have to turn up as well. And we've got to make this game count. And I think it's a must-win, must-3 points against Burnley. 20th in the table, got 1 win. It's a must-win. You've got to beat them. That's what we expect from Burnley, but we know we have to win this game. It's a must-win, must-3 points. Got to turn up, and we've got to perform. We've got to make this game count. In games like this, you have to get the 3 points. You have to come away in this game with the 3 points. We've got to go out there, show what we've got to do. We're Man United. I'm looking forward to this game against Burnley, but I expected a strong Burnley side to come at us, and we have to defend properly as a team, as a unit as well. And when we get on the front foot, we want to be aggressive, we want to be ruthless, and let's take the game to them, definitely, for sure. Burnley is scoring 0.9 goals per game. Burnley is conceding 1.5 goals per game, and that's the thing with Burnley. They're not scoring many goals this season as well. Burnley have won 1, drawn 9 and lost 8. They've lost to Brighton 2-1, Liverpool 2-0, Everton 3-1, Arsenal 1-0. Man City 2-0, Newcastle 1-0, Man United 3-1 and Leeds 3-1. The last time Burnley won at home was in October against Brentford. Burnley's only win was against Brentford in a 3-1 win, and that was in October. Burnley have the 8th best defence in the league. The players to look out for is Pope, Loughton, Taylor, Tarkowski, me, Peters, Barnsley, Cork, Goodmanson, Brownhill, Stevens, Lennon, Westwood, Weghorst, Barnes, McNeil, Rodriguez, Cornet and Vidra. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the video in the next couple of days. And peace.